This interview is a paid advertisement. It was produced on behalf of the company and is considered investor relations activity under Canadian securities law. All statements and opinions are those of the guest and should not be construed as investment advice. Please do your own due diligence or consult a registered investment advisor.
Hello and welcome to the Gold Newsletter channel. My name is Kai Hoffman. I'm the @JR Mining guy over on X, and together with our good friend Brian London, I'm the host of the Gold Newsletter channel, and I'm excited to bring back Tim Moody. He's the president and CEO over at Pan Global, and it's time for a bit of a fall exploration update. The company has put out a number of press releases here over the last month, and I think it's time to catch up and get some additional color on what do they mean, and get some context just around them as well. Also, most importantly, are we still on track for the publication of the first mineral resource estimate for La Romana as part of the Escacena Project? Really looking forward to getting Tim's feedback here. But before I switch over to my guest, hit that like and subscribe button. It helps us out tremendously, and we much appreciate it. Now, Tim, welcome back. It's great to see you again. I hope you've had a great fall so far.
Yeah, not too bad. It's been busy. I'm actually in Spain at the moment, and in northern Spain, and it's cold and the snow's coming.
Winter is coming is the famous saying, right? No, fantastic. Tim, you've had a number of press releases come out over the last few weeks. Not even sure where to start. Maybe we'll start with the financing. It is still open. You've closed the first tranche for about $2.3 million, but you left it open for a little bit longer. Give us a bit more context around it.
Yes, look, we had the 2.3 million or so in, and our corporate secretary and legal counsel basically went on leave for about 3 weeks. So we said, well, let's close the first tranche and resume when he gets back, and that's what's happened. We're just in some discussions at the moment to try and close off the target 3 million amount. So yeah, that's where we're at. So we do have additional funds in for the second tranche. So all proceeding as hoped.
Yeah, no, perfect. Okay, easy explanation. Corporate secretary went on vacation, so because one would assume
nothing more complicated than that.
Right, exactly. Like, we don't need to interpret any more into that, because one would assume, well, we're in a bull market. Like, what's taking so long? It's like, well, people do go on vacation. It does happen, right? So a normal course of things. But maybe we'll talk about use of proceeds a little bit, Tim, for the financing. Like, what are you going to do with the funds in hand now?
Yeah, look, the primary goal is to try and keep the drill rigs turning, or at least to finalise the last drill hole at Bravo, and also to complete a sort of follow-up program at the Providencia target in northern Spain. So yeah, we're really trying to squeeze in the last bit of drilling to follow up those results we had earlier in the year at the Providencia target before the snow sets in. So we know there's a bit of snow around, so we've got our fingers crossed that we can still squeeze in a few more holes.
How many more meters? How many more holes do you have planned? Do you have some more details there for us, Tim?
Yeah, 4 to 5 drill holes in total. So that's the goal. Yeah. So the goal and the drilling is really trying to, I guess, give us a better understanding of the geometry of the mineralization. We had a bit of a glitch with let's say the underground surveying at the Providencia mine work. We were relying on some old the previous owners' underground surveying. There seems to be an error in that because we hit a mine work and we weren't expecting it. So that's just set us back a little bit as we get the surveyors back down there and reposition the underground working so that we can avoid them with the next drill holes.
Absolutely. No, I appreciate that extra color, and you're obviously up in northern Spain right now. Maybe to position the drills, is that why you're up there, Tim?
Well, I'm fortunately I've got a good team on the ground that can do that. No, I'm actually going there. We're going to meet with some of the mayors, the local mayors, and other people in the area. That's the main goal. I'm going to visit the site, look at the drill core, the latest drill core, etc., and get a general site update for myself. So.
No, fantastic, awesome. Tim, let's move on. You put out some channel samples just last week, and from a project area as part of the Escacena project that we haven't heard about in a long time. That's the Cañada Honda area. Run us a bit through the highlights of the project, or yes, the highlights of the project, but also, of course, the channel samples. Maybe refresh our memories. What's Cañada Honda?
Yeah, look, it was a good reminder. We had the opportunity to go. There was an old Roman tunnel. We assume it's Roman mine tunnel, and we had the team there. Let's go in and resample this old tunnel with a twin saw cut channel, which is, as you know, is a high quality method of sampling the walls of the underground mine workings. And we took continuous samples along that, we can use that data for resource calculations, etc. It's highly reliable. So we got 26 meters of 1.14 grams gold. The sampling started and ended in gold mineralisation. So that was it. That was it was certainly, first of all, it was a better result than we were expecting. But it shows the mineralisation from surface and near surface, 150 metres up dip from the next nearest drill hole. So it was a pretty exciting result. And look, why do that sampling now? Really, because we had the team available to do that, and we were looking at resuming work at the Cañada Honda target. As you know, it's a very big target. The reason why we parked it this year was because we saw the body of the target getting deeper and more expensive, with that more expensive to test. So, look, the real significance of this result is it shows that there is significant mineralisation near surface or at surface, and that's given us the opportunity that maybe there's more to be found closer to surface as well as the deeper target. So. In preparation for the drill plan for next year, this is a timely result. It's certainly given us the impetus to expand our surface sampling, particularly for gold, and look to resume drilling there sometime in 2026.
Cañada Honda might be part of your overall 100 million ton plan here that you mentioned a couple of times, right? What do you need to do to sort of include Cañada Honda now, and how important is the channel sampling that you've just released here?
Yeah, so we have 16 drill holes already, and I guess with this channel sample as well, we can extend the mineralisation all the way to surface. So that gives us at least 450 metres of dip extent from surface to the deepest drill hole. So with that drilling and with the channel sample, we can now look to wireframe that, and perhaps even include some of that in the resource that we're preparing at the moment. So that's the hope. But the drilling at this stage is quite wide spaced, as you may have seen on the cross section in the news release with the channel sample results. So that's where we're at the moment. But just as a reminder of the target, I mentioned 16 drill holes. On the cross section that was included in the news release, the deepest hole there included, I think it was 17 metres at 1.6 grams gold or thereabouts. And there are other intersections with copper and gold up dip of that. So it's pretty attractive mineralisation. It seems to be quite continuous over that dip extent. And importantly, the better grade intersections seem to coincide very well with the geophysics, and by that I mean the modelled gravity anomaly, as well as a helicopter electromagnetic or resistivity anomaly. So that combination of gravity and resistivity target that extends at least 3 kilometres, and 80 or 90% of the target is as yet untested. So this really it's a really big target. I mean, I'm not sure everyone appreciates just how big it is. It's 3 kilometres long. Is about the same size as, say, Aguas Tenidas or the Sotiel-Magoyas mines. These are 200 million tonne VMS deposits that are being mined currently by Sandfire. So it's a really big target. It does, yes, now we know Cañada Honda comes to surface. But the majority of it seems to plunge away to the west, which is, I guess, where the bigger potential is for a large copper gold VMS target.
Tim, is it fair to speculate that now, like we'll talk about the mineral resource estimate here in a second that you're hoping to publish by the end of the year. Is it fair to assume that Cañada Honda will move more back into the spotlight in 2026, maybe take over La Romana following the resource update or the resource estimate?
Well, it's still a very attractive target, and it's just that to drill the deeper parts of it is going to take more funding. So at this stage, I think what our plan is to try and expand the near surface or the surface sampling and see if there is additional shallow resource potential at Cañada Honda in the first instance. And let's see how the year progresses. But I'm very keen to go back and put a few holes into the deeper gravity and EM target to see if that mineralisation does continue. I should also add, Kai, that in the press release with the channel sample results, there is a gravity anomaly map, and there is a gravity anomaly off to the southwest, which perhaps some people might be wondering, what's that? If Cañada Honda is associated with the gravity anomaly, what's the other gravity feature? So that's there's another small mine working on that other gravity anomaly called Pozo or El Pozo. That's about 2 kilometres to the west of where we took this recent channel sample. So we're thinking we will extend the geochemical sampling, surface sampling, all the way to where those mine workings are. So the mine working is not shown on that gravity map, but you can see off to the southwest, bottom left-hand corner of that map, there's another pink blob, if you like. That's the El Pozo gravity target. So, yeah, and you can see where the tunnel is, where the channel sample result is on the right-hand side. So the idea is to extend that sampling all the way to that other gravity anomaly and see if there's additional gold mineralisation along that thrust fault. That there could be a repetition of the Cañada Honda system at the El Pozo target as well. So, so hopefully that clarifies things. Initially, continue to target near surface mineralisation where we can, but with the end game here to try and drill the deeper, very compelling target at Cañada Honda.
No, fair enough, and like really good update there, Tim. You got us intrigued again with yet another target, just to the southwest there at Cañada Honda. So that looks really interesting, as well. No, fantastic. Let's put a bow around Cañada Honda because we need to talk La Romana mineral resource estimate, and maybe we saved the best for last year for our conversation, Tim. But are we on track for the mineral resource estimate to be released?
Yes, I had a call with the consultants who've been working on that. Just last Friday, I think it was, and have another call later this week. So things seem to be well on track, and I expect to be announcing the mineral resource sometime in December. So yes, we're on track.
Fantastic. I think that's the almost the most important bit of news here, Tim. But no, really appreciate that. Did we forget anything, Tim? We talked about the mineral resource estimate. We talked about the financing update. We talked to channel samples. I think that's a pretty holistic picture. You guys are pretty busy in Spain. And maybe teaser us a little bit. What's next for the company? What are some of the next catalysts we should be looking forward to?
Yes, well, we have some additional drill results to come out. Some of the step-out drilling at La Romana, for example, the results from the ongoing drilling at Providencia, or the follow-up drill program at Providencia, and hopefully we've got some news we can report on the Bravo target drilling as well. So that's drill results to come. Obviously, the mineral resource estimate announcement this year as well. What else? We are participating in a public bid as well for another project in northern Spain. So, we're waiting to see when the results of that are announced. But that could be something else we could either announce later this year or perhaps next year if the outcome of that bid comes through in time.
No, fantastic. No, save some for next year, Tim. We got 4 weeks left or 3 weeks left until everybody pretty much drops their pen for 10 days. And especially in Spain, I think people disappear for at least 2 weeks, I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. So we'll have a quite a month in terms of drilling once everyone goes on leave. It's the best time of the year to do it. But in the meantime, we're busy working on the plan for next year, and we've got some pretty exciting targets, and obviously we're dead keen to get into that new area that we're calling Escacena South. We're also planning a helicopter survey over that area as well. So so we're going to be ready to hit the ground as soon as we get all the permits on that area as well. So exciting next year, I think, with the resource, etc.
Absolutely. No, how is it not? It's difficult not to be excited, to be honest. Like all the new targets, Escacena South, the mineral resource estimate, they'll give us a first estimate of what we can expect here, and see how close we can get to your 100 million target here, Tim. So, really looking forward to seeing that. Fantastic. Tim, thank you so much. Looking forward to catching up. It feels like we're going to be chatting at least 2 more times before the year end. So we'll definitely see each other again here, Tim. Really looking forward to that. Thanks so much for joining us. Everybody else, thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate you watching the Gold Newsletter. Hope this update was informative for you here with Tim Moody of Pan Global Resources. If you enjoyed the conversation, leave a comment, leave a like down below, and let us know what you think. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll be back with lots more. Take care out there.